Hey, hello guys, welcome back again to Success Stories YouTube channel. So in previous video I have already shared banking 1 case studies question in part 1 and part 2. Now it's time for banking 2 case studies question. This will also come in part 1 and part 2. So in the part 1 of this video I am covering March 2019 questions and March 2018 questions. So let's start with the question and answers, like case studies question and answer. So as a banker, how would you act in the following cases? You have to give reason for that. Okay, so first question is, Miss Haraj wants to deposit 5,000 in the saving bank account of Miss Piyusha. So एक लड़का है हरज, उसको क्या करना है, पैसे डिपॉजिट करने इन द बैंक ऑफ द पीयूषा. ओके, इन सेविंग बैंक अकाउंट. सो इज देयर एनी रिस्ट्रिक्शन और हाउ ही कैन ट्रांसफर द मनी, लाइक दिस ऑल थिंग यू हैव टू मेंशन ओवर देयर. ओके, एवरी पॉइंट. Now let's see. There is no restriction for any third person to deposit the amount in the saving bank account of an individual. Yeah, we know that there is no restriction. Second point, Miss Haraj can adopt any one method to deposit the money electronic, like NFT and RTGS. So I have already explained you what is NFT and what is RTGS in the question and answers. And the third point is, she can personally go to the bank and deposit through the check or cash by filling in pay in slip. I have also explained you what is a paying slip in one word question and answer. So these are the points. Okay, if you know the term, like if you have practiced the answering one sentence, answer in brief, then like case studies are very simple to you. Okay, so go step by step. I have uploaded everything, go learn everything, and then the last part is case study in the question paper also. Then you will able to solve case studies. Okay, it are logically case studies, not like very hard or what. And also I am explaining each and every case study. So let's see. Now let's see question number 2. Mr. Himant Rao, a mortgager plot of a land of your bank and after construct a home on it. सो हमें केस स्टडी दिया है एक कि एक पर्सन है जो अपने एक लैंड पे हाउस बनाना चाहता है जो मॉर्टेज लैंड है. सो लेट्स सी एज अ बैंकर आप क्या कर सकते हो. सो मिस्टर हिमांत राव कैन नॉट कंस्ट्रक्ट अ हाउस ऑन द मॉर्टेज लैंड. First point. Second, he can do it with the permission of the bank. And third point, bank can hold the house also as a security for the loan if any contract to contract does not exist. So हिमांत राव एक मॉर्टेज लैंड पे नहीं कर सकता. ये बहुत मेन है, मॉर्टेज लैंड क्या होता है. आई हैव ऑल्सो एक्सप्लेंडेड यू इन द ब्रीफ क्वेश्चन एंड आंसर्स. ओके, सो बहुत ईजी है केस स्टडी. सो परमिशन अगर बैंक के परमिशन से कर सकते हो, बट वैसे तो अलाउड ही नहीं होता. ओके, नाउ लेट्स मूव टू द थर्ड क्वेश्चन. Miss Dolly wants to know the balance of her mother's saving bank account on a phone line. Now ये अभी क्वेश्चन से आपको क्या पता चल रहा है, लाइक आप सोचो, आंसर पढ़ने से अच्छा आप खुद एनालाइज करो कि लाइक एज अ अगर मैं बैंकर होता तो मैं क्या करता. अगर किसी ने मुझे बोला होता कि लाइक मुझे मेरा मम्मा का फ़ोन सेविंग बैंक का अकाउंट जानना है, तो आप देते परमिशन एक थर्ड पर्सन को. So she is a third person, whether a daughter of the account holder or whether the son or whether the husband or whether the sister brother. But आप इंफॉर्मेशन किसको दोगे? ओनली टू दैट पर्सन जिसका अकाउंट है, राइट. आपको कैसे पता कि वही बात कर रहा है या नहीं. ओके, सो वो ही हमें यहाँ पे इंग्लिश में फॉर्म करना है. सो अकॉर्डिंग टू द ड्यूटी ऑफ सेक्रेटरी, बैंकर डज नॉट गिव एनी इंफॉर्मेशन अबाउट द कस्टमर्स अकाउंट टू द थर्ड person. Therefore, Miss Dolly will not get any information about her mother's account on the phone line. If a banker gives any information without intimating the customer, the banker reputation may suffer and he may incur losses. A banker should take utmost care to disclose the condition of a customer's account except a reasonable and proper occasion. So बैंकर की क्या होती है, बैंकर कोई भी पर्सन थर्ड पर्सन को इंफॉर्मेशन नहीं दे सकता है, बट डिस्क्लोज कर सकता है, बट कुछ रीज़नेबल प्रॉपर ओकेजन हो, लाइक कुछ प्रॉब्लम हो, सीरियस प्रॉब्लम, तब सब कुछ वेरिफिकेशन के बाद ही एक बैंकर दूसरे थर्ड पार्टी को इंफॉर्मेशन दे सकता है. True and false with the reason. Now the first question is, a loan granted to a personal guarantee is an unsecured loan or a advance. Okay, now let's see, you have to give the what is like true है या false है. अगर just आपको ये question पढ़ के पता भी चलता हो true है या false है, write that at least if you don't know how to give the points, how to describe that. Okay, true and false लिखने से भी आपको हाफ मार्क मिलेगा एग्जाम में. ओके, ये क्वेश्चन 3 मार्क्स के लिए आता है. सो मेक श्योर यू प्रैक्टिस देम वेरी वेल. टोटल केस स्टडीज आर ऑफ 15 मार्क्स. Now let's see, this statement is true. A loan against which a security is not given is called as a unsecured loan. Therefore, a loan against a personal guarantee is unsecured. The guarantor liability is a secondary, whereas the borrower liability is primary. So liability क्या होती है, गारंटर की सेकेंडरी होती है और जो बोरोवर की लाइबिलिटी वो प्राइमरी होती है. एंड लोन अगेंस्ट द सिक्योरिटी जो हम नहीं देते उसको हम अनसिक्योर्ड लोन कहते हैं. ओके, सो वेरी सिंपल. नाउ सेकेंड, अ गार्निश ऑर्डर does not apply to the trust account open in the name of an individual person through he has become a judgment debtor. So this question is also true, that this statement is true. A trust account open in the name of a trustee cannot be utilized for paying his personal liability. अगर ट्रस्ट के नाम से ओपन किया हुआ अकाउंट हो तो वो यूटिलाइज कहाँ पे होगा, उसके लेन देन को होगा, राइट, उसके पर्सनल के लिए नहीं होगा. सो द ट्रस्ट अकाउंट कैन नॉट बी फ्रोजन. ट्रस्ट अकाउंट फ्रोजन नहीं हो सकता, उसका खुद का अकाउंट फ्रोजन होगा. एंड ओनली द पर्सनल अकाउंट ऑफ अ जजमेंट डेटर कैन बी फ्रोजन. सो वही मैंने बोला. ओके, now let's see the case study banking question for the March 2018. As a banker, how would you act in the following cases? Give reason for your action. अभी ये क्वेश्चन पेपर 2018 का है. Let's see and practice each and every question. I am repeating this. Now a customer approves you for the loan for rupees 25,000 against the security of the shares of your bank. अभी बैंक के अगेंस्ट शेयर्स के अगेंस्ट आपको बैंक दे सकते हैं क्या लोन? नो, they cannot give you loan against the security of the shares. only किस पे दे सकते हैं? if you have a land, if you have a house, उस पे वो आपको दे सकते हैं. okay, now let's see, according to the section 220 Banking Regulation Act 1949, a bank cannot give loan against or own shares. okay, as a banker, I will not grant a loan to the customer against your own company shares as a security. When you buy the bank shares, you are investing in its capital. By asking bank to give loans against it and share like asking to give loan against its own capital. Thus, the loan cannot be granted against the security of share of your own bank. ओके, सो एज अ बैंकर मैं नहीं दे सकती किसी कस्टमर को लोन अगेंस्ट द शेयर सिक्योरिटी. क्यों नहीं दे सकती, मैंने सारा इसमें अभी डिटेल में आपको दिया है. नाउ द सेकेंड क्वेश्चन इज, एन इनकम टैक्स ऑफिसर मिस्टर ज्योतिराज wants to know the content of the locker hired by a Mr. Aron from your bank. Like according to the duty security of the banker under the obligation to take utmost care about the bank account of the customer. Now the banker should not reveal the information to his customer to outsider. मैंने पहले वाले क्वेश्चन में भी बोला था, बैंक की रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी क्या है? टू ओनली प्रोवाइड information to his customer, not the third person. In certain circumstances, disclosure is authorized by the law according to the law वो होता है. okay, अभी कुछ केसेस में ही. ओके, फॉर एग्जाम्पल इंक्वायरीज फ्रॉम द गवर्नमेंट अथॉरिटीज लाइक इनकम टैक्स authorities like banker in bound to answer that inquiries. अगर मतलब जो ऑथोराइज लॉ पर्सन है लाइक इनकम टैक्स, अगर कुछ इनकम टैक्स वालों को लगा इस अकाउंट के बारे में कुछ गड़बड़ है, then they only can get the information, not like the any third person can get the information. Okay, as per the section 131 of an income tax 1961, the income tax authorities can examine a bank officer and complain him to a proceed to the books, accounts and the other document related to the customer. Therefore, the banker has to give information to the income tax officer and Mr. Jyoti Raj about the content of the locker hired by the Mr. Arun. State true or false with reason. A debit column is not given in the recurring deposit account of the passbook. So this statement is false. Why it is false? Because the debit column is there in the recurring deposit account, okay, of the passbook. Now the recurring deposit account is what basically the account opened for the saving the money in on the regular basis, okay, to save the money on the regular basis. The predetermined or the fixed sum of money is deposited every month for the fixed time period, for example 1 year, 3 year, 10 year, and the customer can withdraw the money from the account before the maturity date. So the bank has given to every customer the date of maturity, so after that date only we can get that money back. Okay, in case of emergency what we can do? So he can take the loan against the RD amount or close the account where he lost some interest. Okay, so he will lose some interest but he will get his money back. And at the time of a withdrawal, the account has to be debited or shown as a withdrawal, so the debit column is there in the RD account of the passbook, so hence it is proved that. Now second question is, a shareholder is a creditor of the company. So no, this statement is false because the shareholders, who they are the owners, right? So the shareholders are the owner of the company. He get a membership right, like right to vote and get dividends. So what the shareholders get, they get the dividend, and the capital invested by the shareholder is written at the time of winding up the company. So whenever the company is winding up, then they get the whole invested money, and whereas the creditor is paid after the specified period of the time. Thus the shareholder are not creditor and they are the owner of the company. So here we cover all the case study questions for banking to part 1 of the video. Now in part 2 I will share more case studies, so it will be better for you to score more good marks and for your practice. So in this video I have shared the case study regarding the 2019 question paper and 18. In the next video, in like part 2 of the video, I will share 2017 and 2016 question paper of the case study. Okay, so I hope like this video found you very useful. I just promise you that I will upload everything regarding banking. Okay, so thank you so much guys for watching this video. We will meet in next video. Till then, take care. Bye bye.